Actually, the entire story is amazing because obviously it's a very personal story, but it's also very personal because 10 years ago we were here with Melanie. She was directing the movie Respire. What's the name? What's the title in English? Breathe. I could have guessed it. I'm sorry. And it was the first time for me. And here, 10 years later, it's a new first time for me. And the entire story is amazing to me, really, very emotional. I think I've always wanted to direct, but I never thought that this would be my first movie because it was too personal, too intimate, you know. And eventually, when I was 27, we finally got the diagnosis for my sister. We waited for 22 years, you know. And at this precise moment, I think it unlocked something in my mind, and it became possible to actually write this story and this movie.
I don't know if it's really like what happened to me. I think when Josephine called me saying like, I'm going to do my first movie, do you want to be my mother? I didn't read the script. I said yes. And then I read the script and I said, bravo. And then we were on set. There is few people in the world there you can say yes before you read anything. And there is also like few people that you know they're gonna succeed, or you know they have a good eye, or you know they're gonna be made for it. And I knew it. And it's not just because she's brilliant, but it's also like the passion she puts in cinema. And there is actors who's gonna have a special eye as a director, and I knew she was that person. And I was very moved to be on that first movie, but I'm extremely excited about the next ones, because I'm just like, you know, I know how big she's gonna be, and it's very exciting. And it's so exciting to be part of the first one, obviously. No, I think except if you do a biopic very precise and the director asks you to look like the person, the celebrity you play. I think first of all it's a fiction movie also, and I think Angelina didn't try to be the perfect Josephine either. I think it was a vibe, obviously, and then you follow a script. And Madeleine came 2 times. That was very emotional to see her on set. She was also like extremely generous, extremely nice to me. I met her 10 years ago, but I started to ask her some questions, and she was like, do what you want to do. So I didn't have any pressure to look like her or even try to look like her, because I think it's important also like to make first a movie full of personal things instead of just like trying to make your childhood or everything you know perfectly on screen, because I think you just like, it's not going to happen. First of all, you're always going to be disappointed, and I think it's good to take the distance and create a movie out of reality, I guess.
Um, Basically, we met, and I think like we clicked right away, and something like we got along very easily, and we spoke. I spent time with her sister, her real sister, and I think it was just like, you know, comment dire.
But what was interesting is when I first met Angelina, I'm like, I'm not sure we're so alike, and that's what I was actually searching for, you know, someone that
Yeah.
wasn't totally like me, because
But she
to
never
have
asked me.
this distance, you know.
She never asked me to look like her, or she always spoke about Marion and the movie itself like a movie and not like her personal story, you know. It was the right distance, I think, between what you wrote and your real life and what you wanted to put on the film, you know. And it was never a subject, I think. You never talked about like,
Be like me.
Yeah.
That would be very, you know.
it was never about this, so
Very
yeah.
bossy and very pretentious. Look like me.
Bah, de la même façon que personne n'a essayé d'imiter personne, j'ai pas essayé d'imiter Bertie. Et dès le casting, c'était tellement une partition particulière que j'ai essayé de trouver ce qui se rapprochait le plus en moi de ce personnage, quoi. Donc je pense que c'est un peu... Je sais pas si ça a du sens de dire ça, mais si j'étais autiste, ça ressemblerait à ça, quoi. c'est une partie de moi, c'est juste une partie qu'on montre pas socialement, quoi.
And she has this amazing capability because she's coming from the circus world. Can I talk about it? Yeah. So she has this way to feel her body, and we made very different and funny kind of workshops. She was like, how can we prepare? And I'm like, okay, you have to feel things with your hands, hear the sound in a new way. So I was like, okay, you're gonna do a workshop with fruits, and then I was like, okay, so buy some mangoes and stuff and try to touch them and feel them differently. And that's how we worked on it. Very strange workshops, yeah. But it actually worked because she has this amazing capacity to work with her body. And, the first time I saw her, it was on a video, and immediately she never saw Bertie at this precise moment. It was at the very beginning of the casting, and she just walked in a room, and instantly I started to cry because she had this instinct of it. I don't know how, but she had it.
Well, I think it actually is a character that's rather close to me. One of the characters that I played that's the closest to me.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Being a parent, and obviously it's not the same reality that I'm, facing, having two kids that are like easy to take care of. But yeah, I mean, when you have a kid that you have to take care of 24/7, it's a different responsibility, obviously. But yeah, there's something that I felt like rather close to the character. Yeah, sorry. And but it's interesting what you're pointing at, because we spoke about that. There's a progression, I think, in the character. So at the beginning, he's like kind of resisting, embracing that reality, and then progressively he comes over that, and he faces it and he embraces it more and more.